Y'all, this is the scandal of the century. The documents that were just dropped right now tie everything, allegedly, between Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, the DNC, the FBI, George Soros, the CIA. Oh my God. Guys, we're going to dive into this because the documents that I have for you right here that were just released this morning, I just finished reading a lot of them. It is damning. And the reason that this is so important is this is our freaking country. These people put party before country, and we're going to expose everything right now and let you decide what actually happened here. Because, guys, this one is insane. Now, of course, everything will be linked in the description box below. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. And, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, because when you do, you guys know you actually caused this to happen somewhere in the United States. A gun controller or a leftist or a co-conspirator against our rights that gets this kind of paper cut. Yep, that happens every single time. Sorry, you got it twice. I didn't mean to hit the wrong button. But guys, as you get in here, it looks like notifications are not going out, so make sure you send that one out. We're going to dive into this because this is absolutely insane. All right, so what I'm about to show you, again, is all from document drops that were from this morning. This is all allegations, but I'm going to read you those allegations, and you can tell me what you guys think in the comments field. All right, we're going to jump over to Catherine Herridge's X account really quickly. Okay. Long-awaited John Durham annex has been declassified. A lot to unpack. Focus, pages 4 and 5, 2 pages you should not miss. The 2016 memorandum in Russian alleges coordination, top DNC leadership, Clinton outside groups to damage candidate Trump, suggesting foreknowledge of the FBI and the CIA involvement. Guys, if this is accurate and this is what happened, we need accountability on this. This is insane stuff that I'm about to show you. And as you guys are getting in here, seriously, notification did not go out. So make sure you send it out. All right. And make sure audio and video is good as well, because I'm not seeing any of you guys yet. Let's jump into this really quickly, and you guys can watch it on the back end if you're not getting the live. Breaking. The Trump administration has declassified the Durham annex. Remember that name? Durham? John Durham? Yeah, he's the guy who was a special counsel. He was involved in this thing. Remember that whole thing? Found in burn bags in a secret room, proving Hillary Clinton conspired with the Obama FBI to push the Russian collusion hoax. He says, criminal. The FBI knew the Trump-Russia accusations were likely invented by Clinton, but they ignored that and pushed her Steele dossier anyway, which was the whole impetus for the whole thing. That's what the FBI used to obtain a FISA warrant to spy on Trump's campaign. Again, something that Trump said happened. Lock up James Comey and Hillary Clinton. Of course, that's in there because you know, you can't go after Obama right at this moment. Some FMA says nothing will come of it. That's not exactly true, and I'll walk you through everything after I show you what's in the docs. All right, this is the actual document right here. So this was authorized this morning by public release by Chairman Grassley. Listen to this as I read this to you and see if some of these names pop out. This is the classified appendix. Okay, great, awesome. Here's the background for sensitive intelligence. Listen to this. Beginning in or about 2014 and continuing through at least or about 2016, individuals affiliated with Russian intelligence services hacked and gained unlawful access to emails of numerous U.S. public and private entities, including government agencies, nonprofit organizations, and think tanks based in the United States. Again, wait till you hear what they uncovered. Among the nonprofit organizations hacked by Russian government actors in 2016 was the Open Society Foundations, formerly known as the Soros Foundation. That's the Soros tie-in, okay? Let's keep on going. I'm going to jump right down to in the middle of this. Reports analyzing the hacked U.S. materials and what appear or purport to be original hacked emails of U.S. persons. 2 of the apparently hacked emails appeared to have originated from the Open Society Foundations. The purported author of these emails was Leonard Bernardo. Listen to that name, Leonard Bernardo, who was the regional director for Eurasia at the Open Society Foundations. That's the George Soros Foundation. In capacity, Bernardo oversaw efforts relating to Russia and the former Soviet republics, among other countries. So that's his play here. That guy is going to come in a second, and it's going to blow your mind what he was writing. Okay? Right here, there are some confidential conversations between the then Democratic National Committee Chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz and 2 individuals at the Open Society Foundation. Bernardo and Jeffrey Goldstein, who, according to public sources, was a senior policy advisor for Eurasia at the Open Society Foundation. Again, that's the same George Soros affiliation. Listen to this first part. On January 12th of this year, during a confidential discussion with Jeffrey Goldstein, a representative of the Soros Foundation on Eurasia, Democratic National Committee Chairwoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, that's a sitting member of Congress right now, characterized the situation in her party in light of the growing scandal surrounding Hillary Clinton as follows. Information released to the media in the last few days about FBI investigating possible corruption related to the Department of State under the leadership of Clinton, preferential treatment of donors of the Clinton Foundation caused a significant negative reaction inside the party. Again, this is Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the DNC chair. At the same time, the leadership of the Democratic Party had known about the information since June of 2015, according to Wasserman Schultz. FBI so far does not have persuasive evidence against Hillary Clinton because of the timely deletion of relevant data from mail servers. They knew. Timely deletion? Okay. Obama has no intention to darken the final part of his presidency and legacy by the scandal surrounding the main contender from the Democratic Party. To solve the problem, the president puts pressure on FBI Director James Comey through Attorney General Lynch, however, so far without concrete results. Comey gravitates towards Republicans and apparently intends to prolong the investigation so that the scandal would keep going until the presidential election to jeopardize the chances of the Democratic Party to win the presidential race. Are you seeing what's happening? They knew that Clinton's exposure to deleting emails and preferential treatment and all the corruption was coming out, so they did this part right here. Listen to this page, and then I'll go to the next tab. During the confidential contacts on March 5th with Leonard Bernardo, remember that guy? Soros Fund Eurasian Regional Director, that's the Open Society George Soros. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, chairperson of the National Committee of the Democratic Party, or the DNC, characterized developments in the pre-election campaign of Hillary Clinton in the following way. Here we go. In relation to the consensus reached among the Democratic Party leadership regarding the candidacy of Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama sanctioned the use of all administrative levers to remove possibly negative effects from the FBI investigation of cases related to the Clinton Foundation and the email correspondence in the State Department. Obama leaned on the FBI to remove the negative effects. Guys, this is it. Based upon information from Wasserman Schultz, the FBI does not possess any kind of direct evidence against Clinton because of their timely deletion from the email servers. The political director of Hillary Clinton's staff, Amanda Rentiera, regularly received information from Attorney General Loretta Lynch on the plans and intentions of the FBI. Guys, are you seeing this? Active work is being done questioning potential witnesses who are mostly computer specialists in the Clinton private circle. They represent the only tools which may be used in this matter. Therefore, the threat is minimal. Guys, DNC predicts a certain Clinton victory in the current presidential campaign. The impressive results of Donald Trump are dividing the Republican Party elite, which find itself in a near panic condition. Yeah, that worked out, didn't it? This is all before the election. Okay, this is going into the election in the fall. And I want to show you one more thing. I want to make sure I get this part right. I don't care about that part. There's one more thing in here that I really want to read to you. There's something else. Hold on a second. I'm going to find it. The political director referenced in the memorandum. The FBI decided not to do steps. Sorry, I'm trying to find exactly. I can't highlight on this stuff. I'm just going to go to the next part. This is another one. This is another excerpt from this. So this is from same person. The declassified Durham annex says Hillary Clinton personally approved the idea about Trump and Russian hackers hampering U.S. elections in order to demonize Trump. They even admitted to working with the FBI, who will pour more oil onto the fire. Arrest now. Listen to this. Remember that name? Leonard Bernardo, Open Society, George Soros. Yeah, sent July 25th, 2016. Hi. The media analysis on the DNC hacking appears solid. This is an important story because it will be the first time that we know of that a state deliberately used all the infiltration and publication of data to interfere in the U.S. election. At the same politicization is on the table, I have been a bit surprised that nobody has mentioned this 18-month-long story yet in their analysis and makes explicit reference to U.S. elections in the end. Julie says it will be a long-term affair to demonize Putin and Trump. Julie is the one in charge of the Hillary Clinton DNC. Later, the FBI will put more fuel onto the fire. Outcome is far from clear, as Americans are more keen on their own woes, and Hillary is hardly good-looking as far as credibility is concerned. Anyway, things are ghastly for U.S.-Russian relations. Because they, guys, this is all you need. This is it. Here's another one. Sent a couple days later. Same guy, Leonard Bernardo. Hillary Rodham Clinton approved Julia's idea about Trump and Russian hackers hampering U.S. elections. That should distract people from her own missing email, especially if the affair goes to the Olympic level. HRC, Hillary Rodham Clinton, approved it. It's going to be tied between Trump and Russian hackers hampering the U.S. elections, and they are going to use it to distract from her own missing emails, especially if the affair goes to the Olympic level. Guys, they did this shit. The point is making the Russian play a U.S. domestic issue. Say something like a critical infrastructure threat for the election to feel menaced, since both POTUS and the VP POTUS have acknowledged the fact it would speed up searching for evidence that is regrettably still unavailable. Evidence doesn't exist, so the president and the VP are going to dive into making it exist more. Guys, this is the whole thing. All the players, Obama, Biden, DNC, Washington Schultz, Hillary Rodham Clinton, George Soros, Open Society. This one, guys, this is it. Okay, let's keep on going. However, there seems to be signs the GRU penetrated the whole technology. They appear hardly skilled, incompetent, bumbling idiots at SMB, somebody called them. In absence of direct evidence, CrowdStrike and Threat Connect will supply the media, and GRU will hopefully carry on to give more facts. CrowdStrike is the organization that pushed the whole Russian hoax. Guys, this entire thing is coming down. Holy crap. And again, this goes back directly to our country. And while I'm kind of going through this, I want to make sure I show you something that I swear I saw it in here that was in the very top of this. Man, I really want to show you what I found, the one that was next. Dang, dude. Yeah, that's the same stuff that I just showed you right there. I'm already past it. But the bottom line here, guys, this all of it's linked in the description box below. This is a scenario where our country was basically put on the back burner for people's own political ambitions and desires. It's all linked in the description box below. You can dive into it. You can figure out if you want to break it down as much. Notifications clearly did not go out on this video because this is a bombshell. So make sure you send this one out. You hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. And guys, wow, everything's in the description. I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.